There are no shortcuts in life, however much you want to believe that there are. Most of the things that we need to learn and understand in life take time to grasp and fully appreciate. Learning anything takes time, patience, and of course, lots of effort. This is true of all types of learning, including learning English. Many people believe that there are quick ways and simple methods of learning the English language over a short period of time. Unfortunately, most of these methods turn out to be misleading. As I always say, the best way to learn anything is to learn like a child. Begin with the basic, easy parts, the simple parts, the basic principles of the subject. This method relates to all types of learning, not just English. So this information can be used whatever the subject is you are studying. Any academic subject that requires lots of information to be absorbed and remembered. A practical subject or skill that has to be learnt through practice. For example, learning to drive a car. The process of learning to drive requires the basic knowledge of how to control a car on the road. At first, you will study the basics of the subject. It would be foolish to allow you to simply go on the road without having any basic knowledge of road safety or driver awareness. You will begin by learning in a safe environment, away from the risk of causing harm to others. This basic structure of studying something new is the same no matter what you are learning to do. The philosophy of learning is simple. You can't run until you have learned to walk. So what does this have to do with learning English? At the start of learning anything, it is important to fully understand the basics, the ABC method, if you like. I remember in my early life learning English in school and the methods used to teach the language to me. The basics were shown and repeated to me again and again. You might say that learning a language starts with the basic words, then it moves on to short sentences, then on to more complex structures when grammar is introduced. The learning process utilizes many of our senses. There is sight for looking at the words and learning to read and remember them. There is hearing for learning the pronunciation of words. We will combine those senses to allow us to write or type words. This is one of the best ways to remember something, as various parts of your brain are activated at the same time by this action. Copying something by writing it down stimulates the brain in a unique way. The extra concentration needed when copying something by hand will help the memory absorb the information more effectively. The steady repetition of an action is another good way to learn something over time. Talking of time, it is important that you give yourself plenty of time to learn the subject being studied. Whatever anyone says to you, there are rules to follow whilst learning something. Do not rush your studies. Give yourself plenty of time to fully understand each part of the subject as you go along. Never be afraid to repeat the things you don't fully understand. Practice English every day. Don't rush, and most importantly, don't give up, no matter how hard the lesson is. Learning anything takes time and patience, and English is no exception.